Hey guys, what's up? It's Sarah Jane. Thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. So it's been a while for me. We did a lot of trailer reactions for a while and I needed some time. So I pushed some of my videos back and you probably won't see this for a while. So a couple of updates for you guys. The other day I had 4 doctor's appointments in one day. 4. It's been really stressful. As you guys know, I've been trying really hard to find sleep study and psych and all of that for the weight loss surgery. I only have those 2 things left and I can get the surgery. So, finally went to a doctor who could refer me to another sleep study specialist. So they referred me to a sleep study and actually ordered a sleep study for me. And essentially, they said that, okay, yeah, we'll schedule an at-home sleep study. That's normally what your insurance will cover. So we scheduled it. It was supposed to be like next week. Get a call from them again and say, oh, well, your insurance approved an in-person one. So now we have to schedule an in-person one and cancel the at-home one. I'm like, okay, well then let's schedule the in-person one. When can I get it done? As soon as possible. They said, oh, not until next month. I'm like, really? Really? Fine, whatever. So at this point, this had all happened like a couple weeks ago. So at this point I have like a week, 2 weeks until the sleep study. Fine, just get it done and over with. Then the issue becomes my getting a psych eval. So I tried to get a psych eval with my psychiatrist or psychiatric, I don't know. I think she's a psychiatrist. And she said she doesn't do that. She only prescribes the medication. It's like, well, what's the point? So I brought it up to her boss, or the behavioral head of the department, and she gave me a couple numbers to call. So I called those numbers, and every single one said, oh, well, we don't do that. And even if we did, we don't cover your insurance. I'll give you some numbers to see if they'll do it for you. This happened 3 different times. So I'd call the numbers they'd refer me to, and they'd all say, oh, well, we don't do that. Here's some more numbers. I ended up calling like 20 people, and no one did it. And I was getting really frustrated because now that I have the sleep study scheduled, this is the last thing. And I voiced that concern to my mom, and both my sisters recently started seeing someone, and she was like, well, give her a call. Let's see if she does it. And she's technically a therapist. I mean, she's not as much of, from what it sounded like, she wasn't as much of a big, like a psychiatrist or a psychologist. However, I called her and she goes, I don't normally take your insurance. Your insurance sucks. However, I myself have had bariatric surgery. I know how important it is, and I know the impact it can have on your life. I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to try to work with your insurance to get your evaluation done. And at the very least, get that for you. And I almost started crying because I've been waiting a couple months. I've been calling places and trying to get somewhere. And I have a full-time job, most of the time overtime. I don't have the time to find somewhere else. And every time I do find the time, it's a waste of time because there's no one that takes my insurance, or it doesn't do anything. So I keep trying my best to go forward, and I feel like I keep going back. And when she said that she would be willing to help me, it meant a lot. And I really appreciate it more than she could even know. So we had our first meeting the other day with my other 4 appointments. So essentially my first appointment was to get the first dose of the Moderna COVID vaccine So my arm's still a little sore, but I got it. And I will be getting the second shot as well. I know some people are kind of up about it, but I have done a lot of research. My fiance's done a lot of research. He actually got his last weekend, so his first dose. So we have a lot going on, but we want to make sure we're safe, and we want to kind of stop spreading this. So we decided we were going to get it. Now, we can't force anyone to get it. We can't make anyone get it. It's completely up to you. But that's what we decided. My second appointment was a OBGYN appointment. I've been having issues with certain medications, and essentially got an IUD placed. So that was fun. The third appointment was my diabetes follow-up. So normally I don't get excited about those. Normally I'm like, oh my gosh, more blood draws. Then I have to wait a whole week until the results. And that's how I was when I first got in there. I was like, I just want to be done with this. Got in, they're like, okay, we're gonna test your A1C right here. I'm like, what do you mean right here? We just need a little prick of your finger. I'm like, you mean like I do at home? Yeah, pretty much. So they prick my finger and they take it and they go, okay, we'll have your A1C ready in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Does that mean I don't have to come back next week, even though I have a scheduled appointment? I don't think so. You can check with your doctor. Yeah, you don't have to come back next week. So they were able to test my A1C and come back with the results within 5 minutes, which was great. So the last time my A1C was tested, I was a 5.4, which is pretty low. Average is a 7. So she removed 3/4 of my medication. I was taking 2,000 milligrams of metformin and 20 milligrams of glipizide. She removed the glipizide completely and only had me on 1,000 milligrams of metformin. So she was like, okay, so you should be like average 6, 7 now. Tested it, my A1C came back at a 5.8. So I'm still very low, and I knew that was gonna happen. When people say, oh, I don't think it's that low, or, oh yeah, like they look at me and they see this and they go, oh yeah, it can't be that low. Here's the thing. I feel dizzy, I get shaky all day, every day. I have started to get like having troubles concentrating, which recently I think I'm ADHD on top of the OCD and anxiety, so that doesn't help, especially when you're OCD. However, it doesn't help when your blood sugar's low and you're loopy. So I've been eating a lot more sugar lately. I've been having berries with my breakfast, applesauce with my lunch, and then I'll have like candy before I leave work, or I'll have candy when I get home because I'm so lightheaded and I just need something to make sure I don't pass out during my workout. So for them to tell me that my A1C is still low, it reaffirmed what I knew in my heart was going on. And she's like, okay, you don't have to take the medicine anymore. Next time you come in to get your blood drawn, we'll do other tests, but if your A1C is under a 6.4, then we'll consider you cured of diabetes. It'll just be a part of your history. I haven't even had the surgery yet, and I've stopped taking my medication for diabetes. I feel very accomplished. I'm very proud of myself. I'm finally getting a psychiatrist so I can get that done. And if everything goes well, I know this is coming out later, but if everything goes well, I'm hoping to get the surgery by the end of the month, or next month, by the end of next month. Because of course the sleep study isn't until next month. So I'm really hoping that that's what happens. I'm starting to have hope again, and I'm getting excited. So hopefully that's what happens. I'm not losing as much weight, but I am starting to lose more weight again. My doctor also told me when she asked how many calories I took in my day, she said I'm not getting enough calories. and I'm not having enough carbs, etc. Look at this working boy. He's working, going to school, getting IT crap done.
I'm trying to get IT certified through Google and everything else, so hopefully it goes well. I'm still nervous because I have no knowledge of IT at all, but the program says they're willing to work with me on that, so it's like, okay, might as well improve myself one way.
Yeah.
Right?
It's never too late to learn.
I hope so.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Thank you. I need somebody's approval.
I got your back. That's why we're getting married. That's coming up soon too. Oh. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye! What are you doing?
Hug.
I was gonna close the video.
Hi.
Bye. Okay, for real now. Bye.